Welcome to another episode of It's Debatable. I'm Justin.
I'm Jalen.
And for today, this will be the aftermath of Raccoon Madness. No, Summer Madness 12 went down last Saturday. For the most part, I could just say an interesting event. I can't say it was bad. I can't say it was good. I just thought it was interesting. But let me ask you, how did you just feel about the event overall before we dive into it?
I feel like it was well executed. I feel like there was no conflicts with caffeine. I feel like the battles, we didn't have to wait so long with the battles. Battles were back to back to back. Like overall, the fluidity of the event was great. I definitely like the execution of the URL and the staff, and then the battlers. Exception for a couple people, but for the most part, people performed. For the most part, execution wise, I feel like everything went well.
All right. I can't disagree with another point you made. Shout out to the URL staff, Smack, Chico, Beasley, Nunu for just making the event move as smoothly as possible. Shout out to Jay Black also on that commentary. DNA, shout out to y'all. We appreciate that to make sure there's not no just weird silence between battles.
Yeah.
Shout out to them. Well, we're just gonna dive right into it. We start off the night with a surprise battle.
Yeah.
And then I feel like a surprise battle with, I don't want to say just random people, but I don't think none of us thought this was going to be the surprise. If I pronounce his name wrong, I apologize, but Z the Dropout, one of DNA's people that he's kind of ushered into the culture, and it's Solar Flare. Am I saying that correctly?
Yeah, Solar Flare.
My fault. Shout out to those two gentlemen. They're supposedly two of the hottest niggas in the Crucible at the moment. So shout out to both of them. But Smack decided to put together a one-rounder. And for the most part, I'll say this. When it comes to Z the Dropout, I feel like he was just like a whole bunch of battle rappers mashed into one person.
Okay.
Like doing the I know, that's the JC. The twerk bounce, like even Nunu had to say it after. Like once you start doing those things, it's like you're taking away from what you are and what you're trying to bring to the culture. Because now automatically you just, know, you're screaming like Danny Myers too and all that. Like, I just feel like instead of waiting for a reaction, he was just like, how do I say it? He was like just trying to force it too much. I'll just say that overall. And that was the difference in the battle for me. Because Solar Flare came out there and he was letting them stop him instead of him stopping and waiting for the reaction. That's what I meant to say in the first part. But then also he was fire though. He definitely had a lot of shit. Like I say all the time, I smoke too much to be remembering these bars unless we do a bar breakdown. If y'all want that for any of these battles, let us know in the comment. I don't got too many bars from that battle, but I know Solar Flare won that battle though.
Yeah.
Just the poise, the control up there. He definitely made a fan out of me. I would definitely like to see him again. But shout out to both of those gentlemen for getting a Summer Madness look.
Yeah. Shout out to them. As you said, like the surprise battles were heavily thrown off by what was going on. For Z to drop out, really wasn't understanding what was going on his part, and maybe petty of me, but the outfit and everything, I just felt like I was just so thrown off, like what was really going on. Like I thought this was like a parody or something, but no offense to him, but yeah, I was just completely thrown off from his performance. I did see a bit of Solar Flare's material. I feel like he's definitely solid. I wouldn't say he gave me anything outstanding, but he definitely won the battle. I feel like he was very, very much in control more so of the battle. Even when Z the Dropout was going, he said, "Yeah, let him get it all out. Like, you feel me? Let him rap. You feel me? I feel like he was definitely confident in his material going in. You could see that with his performance and then his reaction that he got. Definitely looking forward to seeing more of them though.
For sure. Once again, shout out to those two gentlemen. But we're gonna move on to now the first full 3-round battle of the night. Danny Myers versus Fonz. Now I know that previously, you didn't get to see it, but neither did I at first because we was trying to get everything set up to watch the event.
Yeah.
We still have real jobs because we don't get paid a motherfucking dollar to do this shit.
Yeah.
So my fault on that. But I did get to watch it back. I just want to know, did you get to watch it back?
No.
Okay, so I'll just take I'll just take the floor on this one. I think it was better than what I was hearing. I was hearing it was underwhelming and Fonz got dirtied and all that. I think it's just the perfect example to just don't judge a book by its cover. What I'm
Okay.
really trying to say is don't judge a battle by the comment section.
Got
I
you.
just got to watch it on my way here, and overall, I like the battle. I feel in the first round, it was close at first. I feel Danny Myers came out swinging. I like the bar he had when he was like discussing the stuff about the landlord, talking about a one bedroom apartment is
Yeah.
$2,000, and then even if you pay it on time, they just keep amping up the price. And then he went like, "Smack, I'm just showing you 100 ways, 100 reasons why I just want to punch on the landlord."
Mm-hmm.
He definitely had a lot of those bars, but I feel like as his first round went, he kind of lost steam in that first round towards the end, to where on the contrary, Fawn's first round, I feel he started off kind of slow, but then he definitely picked up the end. He definitely at the end of his first, he definitely started harping on that Vicky angle, something that I guess now that we just know the woman's name, that's just gonna be even um more harped upon when people battle Danny Myers. I gave the first round to Fonz. Now the second round, always Danny Myers is gonna come out with those rebuttals. He said like,
Mm-hmm.
and that I wasn't a fan of the rebuttals this time. Usually I am for Danny Myers. Just this one, I just wasn't feeling those rebuttals. But he definitely had a solid second round. Fawn's second round wasn't bad, but if I had to choose a winner of the second, I might edge it to Danny Myers. And then the third round is just debatable. So overall, I feel this battle just a debatable battle, kind of a preference thing. I feel if you're a Danny Myers fan, you're gonna say Danny. You're a Fonz fan, you're gonna say Fonz. But I don't think no one clearly won this battle. So it's definitely one that I feel being so close, it does add some replay value.
Mm-hmm.
But shout out to Fonz for his first Summer Madness,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
I'm not
Facts.
tweaking, right?
Nah, it's
No, yeah, because Fawn was on a gnome when he won
yeah.
that tournament. So a shout out to Danny Myers for also his first Summer Madness. They really kicked off the night. We know we had the one rounder, but the first real bout that was actually really planned to be on the card on the flyer.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to those two gentlemen. But now we're gonna move on to who was the next battle on the card, Jalen?
Chest versus shotgun.
Chess versus
Wait.
shotgun.
Aver versus Hollow the Don.
There you go. I mean, you can take the floor on that one.
Yeah, so definitely, this was another surprise battle. Definitely thrown off guard, but I feel like this was definitely not one of the best. But well, I'll say one of the best battles on the card, even though it was one round. I feel like we got it a lot. With Averb, I feel like definitely, how would I say? I definitely feel like he cleared like his like streak of like lackluster performances.
So he
more
wasn't a grinder.
Nah, he was more so rapping to the point where
Was he a rooster?
nah.
I just got to check
Nah,
off the
he was,
boxes. My fault.
Nah, he was definitely potent in his material, the flow patterns, the material. I'm listening like the way he's just going into every bar, and then like I feel like he was like a verb this time. He wasn't like he was vegan verb or nothing. Like he was really a verb. He was really himself in his element. He didn't try too hard to do nothing. Didn't try too hard. I feel like he was actually rapping. Like you
I
feel
like
me?
the bar he said Popeye pull up with a stick like olive oil. Like,
Yeah,
that-
like
that
you
was
feel me?
definitely
Like
fire.
he was very potent. It wasn't like you feel me. It wasn't more so catered to his opponent. Him adjusting to his opponent. He was just rapping because it's how Aver raps, and I feel like he needs to lean more into that side instead of trying to feed into and fit a material to his opponent. So I feel like I definitely like Aver in that that one round. I feel like Hollow. I feel like on Hollow's point, I feel Aloe had great material as well. I feel like he was trying to go for more so the highlights than knockouts within the battle. I feel like the way his material was set up, it was set up to like really like land hard, and they did land, but didn't. I don't feel like they really landed like to the extent I feel like he may expect it to. But it was no matter what, it was definitely great material. I can't really name bars off the top because it's like don't watch like 5 battles that one. But yeah. Also too, I feel like Hollow went a little bit quicker. I feel like his rounds was a little bit shorter. But I definitely feel on Hollow's end, he was definitely trying to go for like the highlights within the battle and try to win. But for me, I had Aver winning that battle.
When it comes to the verdict of the winner, I'll agree with you. I'll say that Verb did win the one rounder. So I guess you can say he dirtied Hollow because this was a continuation from the old battle that was only 2 rounds. And
Yeah.
people felt back then Verb already took the first 2 rounds. So if he took this one, he kind of dirtied Hollow, even though
Mm-hmm.
the battle took about 10 years to finish. But
Yeah.
I also want to say shout out to Hollow the Don because he came out with the suit, the hat.
Yeah.
I'm forgetting the exact word I want to say, but
Paying tribute.
yeah, paying tribute to Hollow the Don. I said Hollow the Don. Paying tribute to Pat Stay.
Mm-hmm.
Once again, RIP Pat Stay, and just prayers to his family still.
Mm-hmm.
Tragic death. But I definitely appreciated that. But then just to your point, like you said, the rapping, just that material, I feel Verb was just in a certain bag that we've been waiting for Verb to get back in.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, it wasn't that Casey performance. It wasn't, his past couple on Euro. This one, I think he just really wanted to show, like, if I'm serious, then this is the Verb you're going to get. If I'm not per se motivated, I guess, then you're just going to get the grinder.
Yeah.
Vegan Verb and whatever other alter ego that he comes with. But shout out to those two gentlemen for that little 1 rounder. But now we get into chest for shotgun Suge. I kind of have a lot to say on this one, so I'll let you take the floor first on this one.
Yeah. So, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Definitely Suge won the battle clear, 3-0. I'll start off with Chess first though. He definitely had a hiccup. Well, hiccups if you want to say, but we don't know what's the issue.
I do.
But I feel like even with the material that was granted, I feel like he was definitely rapping. Feel like he was rapping a little bit. No, not even a little bit too much. I feel like his material wasn't as good as I expected. I feel like, granted, they battled before, and maybe that was the case of him like maybe running out of material or per se. But for me, I feel like the material wasn't really like Chess for. I don't really got the feel for Chess that battle. Like usually like when he punches, like his haymakers like gives me that feel. I get a certain feeling from Chess, like even with the last battle, even though he had the same instance the last battle with Calico, I still got that feel from his material last battle with Calico and everything. But I feel like this battle, something was missing in his material that I can't really like take. Maybe it was the what's the word? I don't know, the emphasis on the bars or the conviction. That's what I'm saying. The conviction in his bars, I feel like it wasn't really selling me too much. I feel like it was more so selling me on the rapping part. But I did catch stuff in between that I did like something. He was like something like the metal around the corner. Something basically. I don't want to say the bar, but like it's like it was something midway into his round, not like a punchline, something midway leading up to the punch that I liked, and I found that consistently throughout the battle too. Only like some of his filler, I feel like even though the crowd didn't catch it, I caught it was good, but like when he led to the end of the bar, it wasn't great. Like something was missing on Chess's end throughout that performance. I feel like he probably lost steam because of the incident or whatever. On Suge's end, though, Suge was definitely going in for the kill. I feel like he wasn't letting up. His foot was on the gas pedal the whole damn time. He was not letting room for Chess to breathe. He wasn't even letting room for, like, how, granted, we was watching the battle and he's like, people wait for the reaction. I feel like when Suge got his reaction, he waited immediately as the crowd stopped to start rapping. Like, he was trying to get all his material out. You could tell like he wanted to win this, like he wanted to win this clear, like, and he was very motivated for this battle. And like we said, like he had a point to prove. I think you made the point when we was watching it that like that's his third battle, and like he kind of caught like 30s within like a month or so. So I feel like he's definitely motivated. Maybe there's something else that maybe there's like another battle that he's trying to lead himself into that has him motivated, but he was definitely not letting up. His material was potent. Even with the prediction, when I made the prediction, I felt like he was going to have the bigger highlights. He had the bigger highlights. Just vintage Suge, like the Suge that I feel like it was like Suge on his best. Like, you feel me? So definitely Suge 30. The energy, performance, aggression, punchlines. all the Suge strengths was definitely highlighted that night. So definitely Suge got the battle 3-0.
You're done?
Yeah.
All right, now let me channel my inner Stephen A. Smith. Is the camera on me?
Yeah.
Yo, can you put the camera on me? Oh, there you go. All right. Before I even get into chess, let's just get the backstory of how this battle came about.
Yeah.
All right. To your point, you said that they battled back on UW. We all remember the battle, even though it feel like it was really long ago.
Yeah.
I can't even remember anything from it, but they
Yeah.
definitely battled. And I feel back then the consensus was Chess won, though.
Yeah.
So Suge saying you beat Chess twice and you beat Rock twice, and that sounds good because you just beat Chess, but let's be contextual on all this. The consensus was Chess won that first one.
Yeah.
Now, did that play into what happened on Saturday? I don't know. But now, Chess wasn't supposed to battle Shotgun Suge.
Okay. Yeah.
His first opponent was Daylight.
Mm-hmm.
That was not booked, but you know when a battle's in the air and you know the motion they're about to get into to set it up. Supposed to be Daylight, but we all know Daylight. He'll say he'll battle J2 one day and God the next day, and then he's booked for this battle, and him and Lux gonna happen in December, but then maybe December on the moon. Like I have no idea, but we know how Daylight is. And ever since he no-showed DNA back in I think Gnome 8, if I'm not tripping. After that, I was like, I have to see him on the stage.
Yeah.
I don't care what he says. I don't believe he's battling Lux in December. I don't.
Okay. Yeah.
I have to see it. But I don't want to get too much into Daylight because that's not what this is about. Now, after that, I believe it was T-Rex.
Yeah.
But shout out to Rex for not taking the battle because he said he was not going to be 100% prepared. So I'd rather him not do it than come up there looking like he looked in the Rum Nitty battle.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So now it's already about 2 weeks away from the event.
Mm-hmm.
Chess doesn't really have the set opponent. Is he here?
Yeah.
Why where's he at?
On the top.
Suge steps up and accepts the battle.
Mm-hmm.
He wants to be on Summer Madness. He's taking it serious. Like
Yeah.
you said, who knows? Maybe he wants the Verb battle coming up. Back in the day, he was calling out Cassidy. Whatever it is, Suge is in a certain bag right now.
Mm-hmm.
Chess had to have seen what's been going on.
Yeah.
Even if you didn't even watch the Drugs or Stumbles battles, you fucking heard about it.
Yeah.
Okay. So now we get to Saturday. The stage is set. Even interviews going into it, Chess sounds very confident. Am I lying?
Yeah. He's
Watching an interview, did you get the impression he was going to do that?
Yeah. No.
At all? Okay. I just want to make sure everything is contextual. So now the stage is set. Me and you, we're ready to watch it. I'm rolling up the weed. Jalen is I'm cleaning off his glasses real quick. We got to make sure we see this one. It's supposed to be one of the most entertaining ones of the night, right?
Yeah.
Chess goes first.
Mm-hmm.
Bruh, he didn't rap for like 15 seconds. Like, he barely got a 4-bar setup out. Like, listen. Chess has to get that together immediately.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out T.I. expeditiously. He needs to fix that. And I don't care about the excuses, the acid reflux. We're not doctors and therapists. Us fans, that's not our, well, that could be some of their occupations in there, but that's not mine and that's not yours. Us as bloggers, but I'm not, or at least me, I'm not doing he had the acid reflux and it was this and it was that. No. You need to get your shit together. You just did it in the last big main stage URL battle you had against Calico. You did it in your first main stage against DNA. You've done it too many times to where you haven't found the type of pre-game ritual to get your shit together. Now, I don't know if he's smoking or drinking before the battles. Stop doing that. Because clearly it's not working. And every time I see you in an interview, you're smoking. You have to just slow it down if it's affecting your work. Jalen, if a job's offering you something for $40 an hour, but they want you to stop smoking, what are you gonna do?
I would stop smoking. But,
He just said it. He's gonna stop smoking. Like, so if that's it, that's it. Now the acid reflux thing, if that's what's going on, then that's that. But like, bruh, that also comes with the nerves though,
Mm-hmm.
because he battled Benji Lolo and no one said anything about no slip up. They said he was damn near flawless.
Mm-hmm.
But now you battle Calico, which is a huge battle on a big card, and you have to have nerves because every battler says they have nerves before you go on the stage.
Yeah.
So you're nervous. But then why are you talking like this in interviews? I don't condone that.
Okay.
If you know this, that could even be a problem. Be humble and don't talk about, oh yeah, you write better than Suge and you do this better than Suge, this and that. He 30'd you. Clear as day. There is no, and somehow in the fan vote, I'm surprised it wasn't 100%, but there's some weirdo chess fans out here that are still saying you won the battle. You didn't. You didn't win a round. You didn't win a line. I don't know what you was up there doing. Then you up there getting upset. Oh, I really want to get this out. I'm mad at myself. I don't give a fuck. You need to get your shit together. You're a grown-ass man now. It's not little 16, 18-year-old chess coming off UFF. Oh, he's the baby. He's gonna... Bro, you talking about you grown now, bro. You old enough to drink? Get your shit together. You're getting booked on these big-ass stages for these big battles, and you're wasting Smack's money. We're watching the battle. You can clearly see Smack's face. He looked like a mad uncle. Mm-hmm. Like, it's just like, bruh, how many years are we gonna keep going through the same stuff?
Yeah.
Chess, get it together or just retire from battle rap. Because I'm not here for all the weird shit. You've had classic performances that we're not talking about nothing you did before. If that is if the acid reflex, whatever you want to call it, is causing this, stop battle rapping. Or go to We Go Hard and just battle on the small cards and no one's really watching it and then you won't do this acid reflex and the nerves and all the weed smoke. Get it together now.
Oh, man.
But now moving on to Shotgun Suge.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Very proud of his performance. I was completely wrong on my prediction. I had Chess 2-1. He made a fool out of me. Suge, you won this battle clear 3-0. And it's like Suge's pace is like beautiful to watch on that stage. It's it's like Kimbo Slice in the backyard.
Yeah.
It's like when he gets into that flow pattern and that quote unquote by sort of AMG mode thing, it gets real dark up there. He's like towering over Chess. Chess could barely move. Like he starts going crazy. He hits him with the bar. Tell Surf, he's not untouchable. Easy, you still gullible. I know a fiend that light up rock and still functional. Chess on the cardiac and I messed up the end of it, but that whole shit was crazy. Suge was just in a bag. They had to pull the man off the stage.
Yeah.
Arsenal, Twerk, all of them. Even I watched the interview. Shout out to 15 Minutes of Fame. Even Suge said, Smack telling him, you're like, yo, chill. Like, stop, like, just chill. Because it's like, yo, you making Chess look crazy.
Yeah.
God damn, man. Suge,
and then the crowd is chanting, leave him alone.
Child's crying, leave him alone in the second round. 3-0 in the third round. He's getting pulled off the stage. What did I say to you after the battle? This is like the craziest, one of the craziest I've ever seen. Just how everything just played out.
For a fact.
Like, god damn. Like, that was just, bro, Chess, get it together. Suge, you definitely should be top 10 champion of the year because he has 330s under a month. Now what Surf did 330s in 90 days, even though it was tough for opponents, Cal, John, and Twerk, Suge did the stumbles, drugs, and chess, but still under a month. 10 was around. Crazy. Shout out to Suge. Definitely won this battle 3-0. Chess, once again, get it together. Moving on to the next battle. Who was it?
Swamp and Tay-Rock.
Oh, so Swamp and the Raccoon versus Tay-Rock?
Yeah.
All right, so you can take the floor. Go ahead, man.
All right, so for me, I feel like this was battle of the night. Overall, I like their performance on both ends. Starting off with the first round with Swamp, I feel like Swamp had a solid first round. I was more so, even watching it, I was more disappointed with the way he was going about the battle. Like him, like starting, like he would finish one bar, start half of his next bar, and then stop.
He goes,
yeah, and then just stop. Like I feel like more so he was maybe nervous. Being at the first round, I feel like throughout the battle you could see him getting more comfortable. But I was definitely irritated with that because it's like, bro, if you're gonna start, just finish. Like, just finish it. Don't
But
But
not only him doing it that night, it was a lot of
yeah,
battlers
but
doing it.
but more so with Swamp, it was like basically the whole round, and like I
Same.
was
There was a
annoyed.
lot of battlers doing that.
Yeah, I
Like,
know, but I was just more so annoyed, and like I don't know, but I feel like it was a solid first round. I feel like he didn't do nothing too over the edge. It wasn't underwhelming. It was just solid on the end. But on this battle, when you're battling Terra, you can't be just solid. You got to be more than solid. But first round, Terra starts rapping, and he is bombing like.
you lost, right?
Yeah, like
you know, but look, you
yeah,
lost.
like he
Shout
is
out, Rob.
on one, like confident, like material, the aggression, the performance, the flow patterns, the everything, like the bars, the haymakers, the highlights, everything was in that first round. Like everything Tay-Rock had was in that first. Like that first round was like honestly, in my opinion, that's the round of the night.
You ain't
to me.
believe you could die.
God did. Like
after that was done.
yeah,
like,
that whole first round of the night by far to me. Even with the Shook performance, even coming off the Shook performance, when watching the Terror, I'm like, nah, he's on one. Like I'm not. And then me too. Like the little, you lost, right? I like that type of shit in the battle too. Like I like the shit talk. Like I like it. You feel me? It entertains me. So definitely, I had Tay-Rock in that first round clear, and then I'm like, once I'm like, all right, now, like, not saying like this is when the battle stuff, but now I want to see, like, you feel me, like, you can either die or like, you feel me, like, I wanted to see like Swamp's response, right? So I'm watching it again, and then like I say like in his second round, same thing. I feel like he was rapping and then stopping, but then I feel like that was like 25% of the round. After the next 75, I feel like he got like his swagger, and like he was more comfortable in his area operating. And I feel like also too it's hard, like, you don't know. Yeah, like he was like consecutively punching together, and like it made sense for him to stop now, like because his material made sense for the reaction and for him to stop.
But then that's what I said to you watching.
Yeah.
I said he was stopping before, even if it stopped, whatever.
Yeah.
But he was stopping on stuff that wasn't even.
But
now
yeah.
with which is when
Yeah,
he
but-
got to that, now it's warranted to stop.
But even then, I even feel like before he was stopping, the lead ups to his punches were way better. And granted, he was even getting stopped in between those, like in between him getting to the punch. So I definitely it was making more sense to me, and I feel like he was more comfortable, and the material was way better than the first round. So him like putting things together was way better than the first round. I feel like that was one of I wouldn't say, I would say that's like a good round for him. Like he definitely
That was his best round.
yeah, I don't know.
Bruh, the second round, that's
Not
when,
in my opinion. I
bro,
don't
the
think that
second
was.
round, that's when he had the whole
Yeah.
go into mama's crib and grab her gun because mama knows
okay,
best. And
okay.
then what in the same round,
Also, too.
I think he had the genuine bar. In the
Yeah.
same round had the pull up on rock with guitars and
Yeah.
drums and the rock and roll. Bro, that was the whole
Yeah.
that was his best round.
It was okay. I won't.
all right,
To
I'm
me,
not
I
saying
don't
no.
really think it was his best round, but I feel like also too, I see what he did in the second round, trying to go for those highlights, those haymakers in that second round. So I feel like the first round was kind of like his ease. Second round, he's going into haymakers. Then the second round is going into Tay-Rock. Obviously the raccoon shit. Threw him off, got booed or whatever. But even that, like, I'm not even paying attention. I want to know, like, I'm paying attention to the rapping now, because after the first round, you can't leave me after. Like, I'm expecting him to go ham on the second round too. So he did have good material. I feel like it was a solid round by Tay-Rock. I didn't feel there was nothing really outstanding to me. I feel like everything was just a little bit calmer. It was like a little bit. He went like a little bit downhill, a little bit on a decline, just a little. The foot, like he stepped his foot off the gas pedal just a little bit. So at this point, I gave the second round to Swamp. So it's 1-1 going into the third. Then Swamp goes, and then for me, right, this is why it's kind of a switch between the second and the third round. I like like the true facts and like I like the shit that's common knowledge, and I feel like he addressed everything that was common knowledge and like addressed it in a certain way from like England to why Rock's character suspect the nigga, like how you feel me niggas was coming at him for being on top, stand on it, and then look at him getting on the Summer Madness stage. I like that shit. And then the gun title shit, the only gun titles I'm worried about is the one that's on like police report cases and all that. And then kind of just I feel like it was more so coming from a space where it's more so how he felt, and it was more like honesty, and like it wasn't just rapping at that point. It was more so like I don't know, like a more so like an explanation of things and kind of like a recap of everything before he even got to that Summer Madness stage and all that controversy, and just addressed it. And like I felt like, to me, I kind of like that shit, because when anything is like common knowledge to me, and I know what he's talking, when I know what a battler is talking about and everything, I kind of favor more into it. So I definitely like that third round a lot, very very much so. And for me, also too.
So you're not gonna mention he got booed in the third round.
Yeah, he got booed in the third round.
I'm saying, were you gonna mention that, or just make it seem like his third was magical?
I'm not saying it was magical, bro. I liked it, but
I did not just say that. You was not gonna say that.
Okay, but he got booed, and he got booed in the first 4 bars, and like I said, it really doesn't play a factor into me, because even when Tara got booed in his raccoon, I'm paying attention to his bars and shit. And then all right, so Swamp's third round ended. Then I got into Tay-Rock's third round. Mentioned the raccoon stuff again. It didn't get booed, but again, I'm still paying attention to like what was being said. And in that third round, I had trouble finding like the highlight, not the highlight point, but the great point, to where it's like I don't know what bars that were like. Nothing that he said really was different from any of the 2 rounds that he already had. So I don't feel like he got anything outside. He just kind of kept the same like flow pattern, rap scheme, like topic scheme and everything like throughout the whole from the 2 previous rounds. So to me, I had Swamp 2-1 for the battle.
All right. I agree with most of the points you said until you just got to the end. You've covered a lot of this stuff. Tay-Rock got the first round clear. That was the best round of the battle. Swamp got the second round because he started off slow, ended off very strong. Tay-Rock's second was just okay at best. The third round, to me, I have to watch it back. That's what the battle comes down to. Tay-Rock got the first. Swamp got the second. It comes down to who you want to give that third round to. I could not call it off first watch. I don't want to disrespect Swamp or Rock and just pick a winner of watching a close battle, especially that third like that, where none of them cleared that third. I would like to watch that back and then give an official winner. But to all the points he made up to the third, I agree with all of them. Like I said, I already pointed out a lot of the bars that Swamp had in his second, Tay-Rock with the dominant first. I just have to watch that third round again. It was 1-1 going to the third. I feel that's how the whole building had it. And then, even on the caffeine votes, right after it was tied, but it came out, Tay-Rock did win the fan vote. We put up a poll. Pause on our channel, not the channel, but on the Instagram page. It was in favor of Tay-Rock, but still, just for me, I would like to watch that third round back.
All right.
Moving on though, Sue Surf versus JC. I'll just go first on this one. Here's the thing: Cortez, John, JC. It's like you called the man out after all these years. He's whack. He can't write like me. He can't perform like me. He's doing this. He's doing that. Y'all get on that stage, and I don't want to hear the excuse, oh, but now we're cool, and now so then so why take the battle if then you're gonna make the excuse that y'all are cool? I just hate these cop-outs that some of these battlers are doing. JC, to me, just off first watch, got 30. Now, his best round was his first round. You remember watching the first round, I was saying I like the approach he was taking. He started off with the swear to God thing. Swear to God you didn't do this. Swear to God you didn't do. I like the approach. But after that first, I feel it was a downslide. It wasn't the same JC. We watched JC performances to where he damn near has at least 2 crazy bars per round that you have to really like, yo, remember he said, I didn't get that from this battle. Surf, Surf wasn't that crazy either. So I'm not gonna make it seem like JC was ass and Surf just killed him. Surf did not kill him, but he clearly won the battle. He just outperformed him. This is what Surf was saying the whole time. Your pen is great. We all know that. The way that you put it together is great. It's just the fact that Surf on that stage is very hard to beat. He does too much, and even the little things that JC just hasn't figured out yet. I even seen the interview once again. Shout 15 minutes of fame. I even heard Lux, that's your man's.
Mm-hmm.
He even said JC just got a learning experience that you have to do more on that stage. Even look at JC's post game interview. He looks defeated.
Mm-hmm.
And then just off the record, I don't know why you came there in that extra large Armani sweater. It barely fit him.
Mm-hmm.
I fuck with the glass, the buffs, the glass. I fuck with those, but the Armani thing was too big. You look, so now you're trying to paint a thing like you're like that going against the Surf. It was just bad execution from JC. Surf 3 off first watch.
Yeah. For me, I know it's not. It's an unpopular opinion. I feel like the first is a little bit closer than it may seem. I like JC's first round a lot. Definitely his best round. Just the conviction. I feel like it was it was like more so different. With it was like he was like more potent, like more confident in his material. Not too relying on the pen at first, but I definitely liked it. Surf. Performance in the first round, definitely Wigan, explosive. Definitely had highlights. But I definitely feel it's closer than it may seem. I edged Surf the first round. After that, I feel like they both went downhill. I don't feel like you could edge it to Surf, but I don't feel like he overly like took it more so. So I feel like I edged the battle to Sue Surf. I don't think it's a clear 30, in my opinion.
So basically, you said what I said, but reworded it with different words. Surf was not the best. Neither was JC, but just overall his performance, Surf was just better than him.
Yeah, I edged it though, yeah. So
yeah, but Jay, we're not saying he bodied
bro,
him.
Bro,
he just won.
But I said
if the Lakers beat the Knicks by a point, they won. Just say he won. It's closer than they all think because it's for.
Yeah, but I'm
Surf won the battle.
Yeah, I edged it. Yeah, he won.
Oh,
I edged it though. It's not.
But even you saying edging it makes it seem like JC was even close to really good, and he really wasn't.
That's not implying that he was good. It's implying that I like for the point I said. I don't feel like Surf took it, but he edged it. Like I said.
Right. Moving on to the last battle. Easy to block captain versus Calico. This was a tough one for me to call. I don't know if because it was the end of the night and I was tired and maybe I wasn't receiving all the bars how they were supposed to be received. I don't know. I mean, I feel it was a close battle. I definitely gave the first round though to Calico. The way Calico came in that first round, he was rapping the rapid pace, really like approaching Easy with the angle that I feel like we knew was gonna come with. Like you're not like where like what part of Philly are you from, and you know all that stuff. That was the most clear round of the battle to me. Was the first. I gave that to Calico. Now those next two, I have to watch back because I feel you can say Calico 2-1 first and second. But then if you're going with Easy, you say Easy second and third. I have to watch that back. I don't know if you want to do a bar breakdown or if y'all want that, let us know in the comment section or DM us on Instagram if you'd like to see a bar breakdown for Easy and Cal. I just can't call it our first watch, but I just know the best round of the battle was Cal's first, and he took that first round. Those next two, I don't know. I'll leave the floor to you.
Yeah. Definitely, I feel like Calico clearly won the first round. I feel like he was more potent in his material. I feel like it was very wellly executed. I feel like he knew what his first round was about, what it was executed for, and it was more clear and concise rather than Easy. I feel like Easy was more so maybe kind of similar to the Swamp Thing. The first round is just a solid round for me. Like I don't feel like he did anything outside of it. I feel like there was certain points where he tried to land his punches hard, but they didn't really land as hard as he wanted them to land. Second round, I'd edge it to Calico, but for me, I feel like most of Easy's best material was in the second.
Easily the bot cap.
Yeah, like he was, Yeah, like, but then again, like Calico's material when it's like, if you want to say like it's angling, but he's painting like a picture for the crowd, make easy look a certain way, like how like the block captain and like the yeah
No, not thinking it was like how you the block captain. We don't even know what block you from.
yeah
Like,
like and
yeah.
then yeah he was just, I feel like he was more so painting a picture in the second, but again like Easy had like those highlights and his best material in that second, where I could see like where there is a debate, but I kind of edged it to Calico. Third round, I'm not gonna lie, I was in the bathroom for Calico's third, so I didn't really watch too much. But watched Easy's third. I can't really call it because I have to go back and look at the third round. But to me, but even before the ad, Calico 2-0. But that second round's an edge, so I might have to watch it back to get a clear, concise winner.
All right. Heavy press out now. Go get that from Calico. You want to smell like the gutter? Go get the Gutter City cologne.
Yeah.
Easy. I'm just saying though. I kind of agree with the goods. Like Gutter City for a cologne. It had nothing to do with Summer Madness, but Gutter City for a cologne doesn't really make sense.
Yeah.
When you buy cologne, you're thinking of even like the name you see. You want it that something that even resembles something that smells good, or not Gutter City.
Yeah.
Just saying. But then Himothy is definitely out now on all streaming platforms. Definitely go get that too. But just to end off this blog, there was a major announcement going down November. I believe Atlanta. Even though I watched the interview and Geechee said he's here in New York or maybe Atlanta. We don't know yet.
Mm-hmm.
But Geechee, Gotti versus Murder, Mook. Now, as we get closer and we get more of the card, the location, hear more of the back and forth lead up to it, we'll give a real prediction. But just first thoughts on Easy. Geechee versus Mook.
I feel like this is a monumental battle that's really needed. I feel like this whole year, we've been getting good battles, but we haven't really had battles that like kind of shift the culture. I feel like this
I mean,
one,
like that meant something.
yeah, that
I felt
kind of
like it
meant
was going to
something.
be like that for Easy and Goods, but it just didn't play out like that.
Yeah, yeah, same. So yeah, it's either well, underwhelming or just solid battles. I feel like this one is a battle that, at least for my part, something to look forward to. More so, not saying like Summer Madness wasn't something to look forward to, but this is something that's kind of anticipated on my end. So I definitely want to see how this plays out.
Okay. Just for me, Geechee and Mook, I think it'll be a good battle. Now, if it's gonna be on a big stage, Mook, talk to these big stage performers. Like y'all are all peers. I get it's a testosterone thing, and you don't want to ask for help, and you're the big dude, and you're the strong guy. Like, bro, talk to him, man. Holla. Talk to Clips. He's from Harlem.
Mm-hmm.
Shine's from Harlem. Aren't y'all cool now or something? Like again, I don't know, but talk to one of those performers on those little things you have to do. Because I seen the interview, shout out to Hip Hop is Real, talking about, if I get back on the big stage, it's about to get spooky. You seen Mook and Reed?
Yeah.
It was spooky.
Nah.
The battle me want to throw up. Don't come on that stage like that.
Mm-hmm.
Now for Geechee Gotti, just quick prediction. I just have Geechee 2-1 clear. I'll give Mook a round just strictly off. I feel he wouldn't take this unless he has some type of angle.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give him a round. But I have Geechee clearly 2 rounds. He's been just proved to us more over the last 4 or 5 years that he's just better on the big stage. Even in a small room, we've seen Geechee, for the most part, better than Mook. You're going to bring up the Tay-Rock battle we get, but there will be at least people in the room now.
Yeah.
So it's not going to be the closed setting, only smack there. And so I'm just saying, make sure you're prepared. Can you win? Anything's possible.
Mm-hmm.
But right now, I would have Geechee Gotti 2-1. But that's going to wrap it up for the Summer Madness 12 recap. We're coming down to the end of September. Next month, about to have our own heavy press. About to go crazy with the podcasting, man. Might be. I'm not gonna lie. Probably going live every day. Like we said, if you follow the page, you already know we will be start recording episodes for the upcoming NBA season. Our first one will be filmed on October 7th. We will have the whole off-season recap. That will probably be out. The 7th is a Friday. And then probably maybe around the 11th, 12th, we'll have it out for y'all. Yeah, so just be on the lookout for that. We got a lot of big things coming. We're gonna have Sebastian on the show. Go follow him at No Choice Brody. And we'll see y'all then.
And that concludes this episode. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And definitely, we appreciate y'all feedback.